Ever hit your 50s and felt, well, stuck? Like you're playing by the rules, raising the family, build the career, and now a quiet moment, you're left wondering, is this okay? Trust me, you're not alone. Not long ago, I was standing in the exact same spot, feeling like my best years were in the rearview mirror, and my story was already written. It felt like the world was moving on and I was just standing still. The person in the mirror was wearing a costume that didn't fit anymore. But here, what I discovered when you're in your 50s are not an ending, it's a new beginning. They're not a crisis, there is a massive opportunity. In this video, I'm going to share a step-by-step guide I use to reinvent my life, find my passion again, and build a future I actually excited to wake up for. This is like being a sculptor. You're not becoming someone new, you're just chipping away the excess stone to finally reveal the masterpiece you were always meant to be. Step number one, reflect, release, and reevaluate. All right, the first step, and maybe the toughest, is getting brutally honest with yourself. You can't draw a new map until you know your current location. For years, I was on autopilot, like a pilot that pre-programmed a flight plan and then fell asleep at the controls. I had stacks of roles, parent, partner, employee, but I completely lost track of my own identity. So I started with a simple but yet powerful tool, a journal. Every morning before the day got crazy, I just wrote. I asked myself some hard questions. What actually lights me up? What completely drains my energy? What are those dreams I tucked away for someday that never seem to arrive? It's like being an architect for your own life. You're digging through your past experience not with regret, but with genuine curiosity. Your achievements, your skills, and even your failures, they are all raw material you get to build with now. This isn't about getting stuck in the past, but it's about understanding it so you can finally let go of that anchor that has been weighing you down. A huge piece of this was learning to fight back against your own negative self talk. It's like having a heckler in your head, and I had to learn to escort them out. I had to ban those phrases like, I'm too old for that, or I missed my chance. It's about practicing a little self compassion. For instance, instead of thinking, I've gained weight and let myself go, I had to flip the script. My body has carried me through so much and is deserving of my kindness. Just shift towards gratitude is a game changer. Try starting with a gratitude journal and jotting down 3 things that you're thankful for each day. It sounds small, but it's like changing the radio of static to your favorite music. It's moving your focus from from lack to abundance you already have. Give yourself a rock solid foundation for the change that is coming. Step number 2, set goals that actually excite you. Once you got a clear picture of who you and what you want, it's time to draw a new map. We're not talking about a vague New Year's resolution. We're talking about a specific, measurable, and most important, exciting goal. This is your permission to stop playing a game with someone else's rules and create your own you actually want to win. Seriously, what does the life you want to build look and feel? Maybe it's about climbing another rung on the corporate ladder. Maybe it's about learning how to create a YouTube channel. Or maybe it's like running a 5K and or finally writing a book. Take Frank McCourt, who spent his life as a teacher and started writing as a memoir in his retirement. Angel's Ashes was published when he was 66, and went on to win a Pulitzer Prize. And consider Gladys Burrell, who started running a marathon at 86. Those stories are proof that ambition doesn't have an expiration date. I created what I call a 50 at 50 list. 50 things I want to do in my 50th year. It had big stuff like travel to new countries and small things like read 20 books or learn how to create a YouTube channel. The trick is to break these big, scary goals into tiny, measurable steps. Want to get healthier is like wanting to build a house. You don't just will it into existence, you lay it one brick at a time. Commit to like 20-minute walking 3 times a week. You have to celebrate those small wins. Every little step towards building momentum, like a small snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster. This isn't a chore, it's a new mission, one that makes you feel truly alive. Step number 3, prioritize your health at every angle. Let's be real for a second. Reinventing takes energy. You can't build a vibrant new life if your tank is empty. After 50, looking after your physical and mental health isn't luxury. It is absolutely the foundation for everything else. For a couple of months, I put my health on the back burner. I chalked up my fatigue and my aches as I'm just getting older. But as a diabetic, I decided it's time to wake up and I needed to change. This is about caring for your whole self. Think of yourself as a classic car. You can't just tune up the engine, your body. You also have to polish the chrome, your mind, and make sure the GPS is working, your emotion. It's about fueling your body with food and giving yourself real energy, like putting in premium gas in a car. It's about finding momentum you actually enjoy, whether it's dancing or trying yoga for the first time, swimming, or strength training. To combat age-related muscle loss, the goal here is consistency, not intensity. And just important is your mental and emotional self-care. That means getting enough sleep, which is crucial for your mood and brain function. It means learning to set boundaries. Think of your energy as a budget. Every time you say yes, it's an expenditure. I had to learn to say no is a complete sentence, and it's the best way to save your energy for things that truly matter. It's also about making time for activities just for the joy of it. For instance, creating a YouTube channel, or reading, or blasting your favorite music. Stop thinking of self-care as a decadent dessert. It is the essential daily vitamin for your second act. Before we jump into the next steps, which is all about expanding your world, I'd love to hear from you. What is one passion or hobby you are putting on the shelf that you would love to bring back into your life? Drop it in the comment below. Reading your stories is so inspiring, and it helps create a community of people all on the same journey. Step number 4, become a lifelong learner. One of the fastest ways to break out of that rut is to provide yourself that you still can grow. The best way to stop feeling stagnant, become a student again. Curiosity is the engine of reinvention. And these days, you have a universe of knowledge right at your fingertips. And it's all free. Think of a skill you've always been a little bit curious about. Maybe it's playing a guitar, or learning photography, or figuring out digital marketing. There are online courses, local workshops, and YouTube tutorials for pretty much anything you can imagine. When I started my journey, I decided I wanted to learn to become a YouTube content creator. I simply acted on practicing every day was like carving a new path through a dense forest. The more I walked it, the clearer it became, and the more my brain believed that change was possible. This isn't about getting another degree unless you want it. It's about keeping your mind sharp and maybe uncovering a talent you never knew you had. A woman by the name of Sarah, who felt lost with her kids moving out, picked up a paintbrush for the first time in 20 years. What started as a hobby blossomed into a new passion, and now she sells her art. For decades, for her life experience are the greatest assets. When you combine your wisdom with your brand new skill, it's like being a master chef who adds something exciting. New spices is the perfect class to a perfect classic dish. You can open the door to you never knew existed, whether it's for a small business, a side hustle, or just for the joy of it. Step number 5, build your own tribe and give back. Here's a hard truth. You can't reinvent yourself in a vacuum. The people who surround yourself with will either be your tailwind pushing you forward or the headwind making every step a struggle. So take an honest look at your social circle. Are you surrounded with people who support your new goals or those who met your idea with cynical eye roll? It's time to actively find your people. Join a club, an online community, a local group that is centered around your new interests. When you find your tribe, you find encouragement and a powerful sense of belonging. Those connections are so important for you to stay motivated, especially on those days when you feel like giving up. And then comes the one of the most fulfilling part of this stage of life, the shift towards giving back. Your life experience is an invaluable gift. Think about it. Think about mentoring someone, volunteering for a cause you believe in, or teaching a skill you've mastered. I read about a man named Paul who was already retired from his career in finance and started offering free budgeting workshop for seniors in his community. And he found a whole new sense of purpose. The act of giving back does something truly magical. It's like shifting your focus from a microscope to expanding to examining your flaws to a telescope by seeing the stars. It's connecting you to something bigger than yourself, reaffirming your value, and cementing a new identity. When you start sharing your wisdom, you realize you haven't just reinvented yourself, you've become a source of inspiration for everyone around you. So that's the playbook. The 5 steps I used fundamentally changed my life after 50. It all started with honest reflection, then setting goals that excited me, prioritize my health, embracing learning, and building a community of support. Remember, this isn't a race, it's a journey of rediscovery. And it's never ever too late to start. You're not starting from scratch, you're reinventing a beautiful historical home that's already has character and a solid foundation. You're just updating it from the next glorious chapter. Your 50s, 60s, and beyond can be the most powerful, authentic, and joyful chapters of your life. The story isn't over. You're just getting to the best part. Thank you so much for watching. This video resonated with you. Please hit the subscribe button. Now, my question for you today. Which one of these 5 steps are you going to start this week? Let me know in the comments. Your journey inspires all of us. And if you are ready for more, check out the next video on building an unshakable confidence after the age of 50. Okay, bye.